Hi guys, now we're going to talk about our sill tapes and how we put those on the openings. Now there's two types of sill tapes, or two sizes. There's a 150 and there's a 200. On this situation we're using the 150 because that gives us a 90mm frame and 50mm down the face. It's really important that you only use the GIB Weatherline branded tapes. They're the only ones that have been tested and approved for the GIB Weatherline system. So first thing that we do is we make a mark 100mm up the frame. It's got to come up, and then I've pre-cut our tape for this one. It's basically the opening length plus 100mm up either side. So first thing I'm going to do is roll that out. The tape has a split backer on it. There's 100mm and 50mm. So I'm going to leave the 50 on because that's the bit that's coming down the front. So what I'm going to do is pull this off, the 100mm, get it roughly in. It's nice and flexible, this one. Get it down into the corner like that. We've got to make sure that the board and the jam is free of any moisture or dust before you start putting this stuff on. So you can see I'm taking the backing tape off as I go and making sure that that's nice and firm on there. And we're left with, now get your plastic paddle and make sure that that is firmly pressed down in there and nice and neat into the corners like that. So that's all good. Now we can take the 50mm backing tape off. All the way like that, nice and easy. Here's a little tip. What we're going to do is use our hands just to tack it in place, like that. If you try and get the plastic paddle and go from one end to the other, you're going to end up with a wave and wrinkles, and it's not going to work very well. So what we're doing is just tacking it in place here and here, like that. And we end up with this in the corner. We're going to pull that and stretch it nice and tight around there. Tack, tack, tack. Once it's in place, then you can use the plastic paddle, and it's really important that you get a firm press fit and make good connection between the tape and the board.